Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, I have to appreciate you for your support that you've been showing to this channel because I can't take it for granted. It's through your support that we've reached this milestone. Now, there has been a lot of blame games within the Azimio Secretariat team, and the latest blame game being that there were some two CSS and the peers from Uhuru Kanyata'S camp that bungled the election, or they just concluded presidential election, that they caused Raila Odinga's presidency, and it's through them, or it's because of them, that Raila Odinga lost the presidential election. But we have to ask ourselves, how did Raila Odinga lose an election despite having all machineries that he needed to win that election? He had all the deep state. He had the president by his side. And this fact might form the basis why I think Babu believes that this loss, it was a long con game from the side of President Uhuru Kenyatta. In simple terms, Babu meant that it's like Raila Odinga was being played by His Excellency or former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Guys, I wanted to watch this video of Smoking Wanjala on his question on the physical form 34As and the hacking claims that was petitioned by the Azimio Lamoja and presented by Murgo. The claim was there were some changes in the form 34A uploaded in the IBC portal, and they needed to prove that those tallies were not matching. The tallies in form 34A uploaded in the IBC portal and the physical form. Listen to Smoking Wanjala giving a shocker question to Murgo, because it's through this video that is we are going to form our analysis of today, or it's through this video that I'm going to show you how Kenya Kwanza rigged this election. Watch it.
Again, I've been intrigued. I've been reading. If I understood you correctly, and if I understand the affidavits correctly, we are having this Form 34A. The original, which is filled, leaves the polling station to go to the National Talent Center by road, let's say, for ease of understanding. Its image leaves to go to the same destination, but this time by air. Somewhere along the line, in mid-air, the image is captured. And then all sorts of things are done before it is re-uploaded, which means, therefore, if you go to that captured image, which has been re-uploaded, you will find different content from what it had at the polling station. So to determine whether that has actually taken place, you would have to go now to the tallying center and locate that one that left by road and compare. Is it possible that that capturing in mid-air also somehow magically changes the content of the one that left by road? Okay, just because I just want to understand. Then let's get back to the four commissioners, because
the claims of Murgo could not hold waters, and this is why I'm telling you this. You need to be dumb, or you need to be insane to believe that somebody is going to hack a physical form that is from the polling station on its way to the tallying, to the tallying center, that is to the National Tallying Center. Because in the long run, the Kenya Kwanza team or the IBC team were able to prove that the numbers that were tallied at the polling stations were actually the exact numbers that were uploaded in the Form 34As on the IBC portal. But let us ask ourselves these questions, because these questions are very crucial. The first question is this: Azimio didn't have agents in some part of the country. How did that happen? Despite Azimio were having all the resources, because you can't tell me Azimio were in a situation that they were unable to pay their agents in different parts of this country. But how did they manage, or how did it happen that they didn't have some agents in some parts of the country? Was this planned for? Then the second question is this. Why did the Form 34As uploaded in the IBC portal were in black and white, or were not as a physical form or same physical form appearance in the in the Form 34As in polling station? Because we all know that these forms uploaded in the IBC portals were actually scanned form, scanned physical 34As forms that were in the polling station. But you all know that anything that's scanned should always sustain some originality of the original scanned document. So why was the physical, the uploaded forms in IBC portal were in black and white? They were not having the colored the colored forms of the physical 34As. That's where the rigging, the manipulation of this form took place. But Azimio could not prove this. Then the third question is that how did William Ruto, or how was William Ruto, also Kenya Kwanza, getting information about the government and everything about IBC, or everything that was going place, and yet he was not receiving intel from the NIS? How was this happening? And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe into our YouTube channel. And if you haven't, I have another plea that if you're watching this channel and you haven't given this video a like, please just give this video a like so that its rating can go up. That's my only request. Just click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that any moment we upload a video, you can get notified. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my take, and this is how this happened. There is a possibility that Dr. William Ruto, or the current president Dr. William Ruto, infiltrated the Azimio team, because William Ruto knew that 2017 general election or presidential election was actually nullified based on fact that most of the forms Form 34As at polling station were actually not tallying with the Form 34As uploaded in the IBC portal. And he knew that going forward, Form 34As, or the tallies at the Form 34As in the polling stations, are going to be the finals. And another thing, he knew that he was not able to win this presidential election on a fair ground, so he needed to employ another means to win this presidential election, and that's where the rigging was coming in. But how was he supposed to rig an election where the Azimio had an agent? That was also not possible. So this is where these two CSS and the PS comes in. So I have a feeling that these two CSS and PS were actually working for William Ruto, because it is claimed that Azimio la Umoja had agents all over the country, and everything changed in the eve of this presidential election. The general election. This is where it's claimed that these two CSS and the PS came up with a new list of agents. And remember that Azimio had already had a trained agents, and these new lists were actually not trained agents. So everything changed up, and they claimed that the initially trained agents could not avail themselves in this polling station since they didn't have the appointment letter. So these two CSS and the PS were actually working for William Ruto. And I think this is how Babu believes that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta hands were seen in the bunglement of Raila Odinga's president, and he believed that this was a long con game. Ruto knew that for him to rig election, he's going to need a perfect rigging scheme at the polling station. So he took the Azimio agents through these two CSS and PS, because he had already bought them, and these new agents were actually his. they were not Azimio's agents, because you know that after a tallied results, and these agents need to put the signature, and Ruto had this time now to manipulate the figures from the uploaded forms. That's why you see those forms in black and white. They were actually manipulated. Is when they view. They try to tell him them back to the polling station. That's why in some cases you see that election was started actually in 7. There's some forms that there's some section of portal that were revealing that the head election was those portals were opened by the 7th of August. That is a day before general election. He had all this time to manipulate all these forms and to back tally them to the polling station, because the polling station, he was controlling these two CSS, and actually the agents were like his now. So in this part of the country that Azimio were having agents, those agents were actually for William Ruto. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my take, and this is how I feel this election was rigged. Otherwise, have a good day and bye bye.